Before we begin, I just want to make it known that I do now have a Discord channel. The link will be down in the description below. Feel free to join up so you can get the latest info on all of my content. Stride VR Multiplayer is a very fun addition to the Stride VR game, adding in the mechanics of Endless Mode, Arena, and Time Trial all into one to make multiplayer. Having 2 game modes is a great start out because it opens up an easier way to find bugs and for people to gather ideas for what to come up with for later content in the future. However, this means it also comes with its fair share of bugs and problems, and I'll be sharing my opinions on what I see to be 2 issues. Minor ones, but issues nonetheless, that could help with quality of life in-game moving forward. So, one major issue I have with the game is camping. I've been very verbal about it in-game, where people get up to these very hard to reach spots like the ones that you see on screen now. They get up to there, and then they stay there the entirety of the game until one other person luckily manages to get up there to push them off. It's an unfair advantage to taller players and for more experienced players. And every time I've called them out, all they say is, "Oh, well, I teach them how to do it, and if they can't do it, that's just their problem." That's a bad mentality to me, in my opinion. I don't like that. It's unfair. I can get up there to these spots that you've seen, but it's incredibly difficult for me because I have this in the way. I have that, as well as many other players in the Stride community. They have these spots they can play in that's open enough, but they can't reach high enough because they'll end up hitting that. And that could, that hurts, and that could break a controller, and it's not fair to have a person who just sits up there the entirety of the game. I have talked to people about this in-game, and a majority of the people I've talked to agree with me on it, and those who didn't are those people that sit up there in camp. My solution to anti-camping is to have a timer up there. So like anyone who watches this, if you've played Halo, you know how certain portions of the map, they have kill timers. You stay in there for 10 seconds. Same thing with Modern Warfare. You stay in there for 10 seconds, you die. I want that same thing for people who go up there. I don't have an issue if people go up there, to stay up there. I'm going to come out with another video later on about this. I have an issue with people who stay up there, or who go up there and they stay there. That's what my issue is. The people that I don't have an issue with are those who go up there and then they come down regardless if there's people there trying to get up or not. Those are the players I'm okay with. But those who stay up there need to, I'd say, be punished for it because it gives an unfair advantage to them in the game. That I know it was probably intended to have the ability to get up there, but to stay up there is a whole other thing entirely. But so, what I was thinking is that there is a 1-minute timer. They're up there for 1 minute, and then after that 1 minute, they have to jump off. They're forced to. Otherwise, when that timer hits 0, they either lose the crown for King of the Hill or they become infected. I think that's what King of the Hill is. I think it's a crown. I'm not sure. I only play Horde. But that's what I would think, is that they have that 1 minute timer to be up there, and then they have to get down and move around. And that's not just for that spot, that's for the entirety of those spots, so it accumulates. So you're up there for 30 seconds and you get down and you go to another spot, they have 30 more seconds. That's what I would hope is actually implemented. So I know some players are going to be annoyed at that I want to have some form of anti-camping maneuver put into the game. But it's only fair, because if you are able to get up there but no one else can, there should be something that pushes you down. Now, it's not just going to be 1 minute and you're done in a 5-minute game. At least it's 5 minutes for Horde. I'm not sure what it is for King of the Hill. But getting up there, once that timer hits 0, it takes 2 or 3 minutes to reset. That is more than enough time, because if you can get up there, then surely you're good enough to evade people in pursuit of you for 2 to 3 minutes to get back up there. That should be 100% possible and fair. But even then, after those 2 or 3 minutes, you can't be up there for the last 45 seconds of the game. Now, you can share your piece of what you think about that in the comment section below. Or if you see me in game as Fire First, then you can also tell me then and there. I don't mind. I enjoy discourse and stuff. But that's what I think should happen with campers. Now, my next thing I'm going to be talking about is climbing up the zip lines. Wow, that took me a second to think of the word. Climbing up zip lines is another issue for me, where it breaks the flow of the game. So, Stride VR. If anyone has played it before multiplayer came out, you most likely played Endless Mode a lot more than you did Arena or Time Trial. So then you know that there's a specific flow you have to keep in Endless in order to stay ahead. That being with a mixture of wall runs, jumps, vaults, double cons, zip lines, and grappling hooks. You need to have those to keep flow within the game so you don't go behind that red line and you're behind there too long and then you're done. That is a thing that needs to be kept in the multiplayer for all the maps. Now, what I mean by that is the people that climb up the zip lines. Now, that gives an unfair advantage. If you can do it fast enough, you can essentially cut the time in half that it takes to get from one side of the map to the other than it would if you were just to run and use your basic parkour skills to get there. That breaks the flow of the game, and it makes it unfair. It's not fun to chase against someone who will constantly be doing that, because the only way to really get that guy out is to have another group of players on the other side. But even then, it's like they're just gonna keep doing that. So what I would be thinking that should be implemented into the game is a power-up that's spawned randomly somewhere on the map, someplace easily accessible, and every 30 seconds after you grab it, it respawns in a different location. Now, this power-up grants you the ability to go up the zip lines at the same speed as you would going down. Now, that being said, that update would also need to come out with an ability to have your entire character phase through it unless you grab it. And it should give you the inability to use your hands to grip and throw yourself up, because we all know that we've seen people be doing that. That would only be fair. It could bring flow back to the game, because let's say the person being pursued has that and he uses it to go up. Well, by the time that he uses it, there might be another person who uses it and he can follow close behind. It only makes it fair. It keeps the flow of the game. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and if you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again real soon.